Hey everyone, Steven here with a fresh out of the theater reaction to The Marvels. Okay, here's the thing. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. It is well worth the money to go see this movie. It is well worth the 2 hours and a little bit of change that it will take you to get through this movie. It is a good movie. It's not a great movie. There are some things that I will get into in my in-depth review. Oh yes, honey, those are coming back. My full in-depth review of the Marvels will be coming soon. And I will get into more of the particulars, but this is not a spoiler. What I can get into is the switching of powers. It's not consistent. It's like the idea is once you use your powers, you switch with someone else. And and it just goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But there are times in the movie where all three of them are using their powers and they're not switching bodies. They are keeping their own body. And so that was one of the things that really, really threw me off about this. It's like as soon as, you know, Captain Marvel takes flight, as soon as Photon uses her light energy, as soon as Ms. Marvel, creates a solid thing from her light power, it should switch immediately. And it's inconsistent throughout the entire movie. One of the things that I really, really loved about the movie, and this is, again, not a spoiler, is what I really loved about the Ms. Marvel series. Family. Family is so important in this film. And the family that we meet in the Ms. Marvel series is the same family we see in this movie. And it's so endearing. It's so loving. It's like a big, warm bear hug from the bestest friend in your entire universe. It's like that all the time with this family. Also, and this is also not a spoiler, family comes into play with Monica and Carol, because if you remember, Carol promised Monica when she was a little kid that she would be right back. And she flew off. And of course, she didn't come back. And Monica's mother died while Monica was blipped. And when Monica came back, nobody was there. And so that whole dynamic of you said you were coming back, you didn't come back, and there's a whole bunch of hurt feelings around that is also in the movie. So family takes center stage in that way. And again, that's not a spoiler because that's kind of played out not only in the trailers, but also in the first Captain Marvel movie. What else can I say? It was funny, but not overly funny. Thankfully so, Captain Marvel got to relax just a little bit in this film, and it made her more human. You know what I'm saying? It made her more human. It made her more relatable. It made her a better superhero because she was able to lighten up, and because of all of the issues with family, her and Monica had, several heart-to-hearts during this movie, and it made Carol more relatable. And there's issues of guilt and I broke it and so I need to fix it, and all of these other things that make Carol Danvers much, much more relatable. What did I hate about this movie? I hated the big bad. The big bad was two-dimensional. There was absolutely nothing about her that made her anything more than a two-dimensional villain. You understood why she was doing what she was doing, but then it again drifted into two-dimension, and she was defeated in the silliest of two-dimensional ways. So there's that. Secret Invasion, the TV show. This movie makes that TV show meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. And I'm not going to get into it right now. I'll get into it in the full review that I do, but that entire show is 100% made meaningless by this movie. And it's a shame. It's a sin and a shame that it had to end up that way, because Secret Invasion, although it ended horribly, I hated the way that show ended. It was an okay show to begin with. Literally, I could create an entire video over why Secret Invasion not only is meaningless, but it gave us so many things that are now, who cares at this point? Particularly, but the one thing that does really anger me about it is that because it's now meaningless, Brody should not have been a Skrull. Should not have been a Skrull. And it just, thank God he's back to his own person now in the main MCU continuity, but he should have never been a Skrull because of the things that happen in this movie. Any other problems with the movie that I can get into without spoiling anything? No, I think that's about it. I'm probably going to give this movie 3 butter pumps because, wait. Oh, how could I forget? Stick around for the mid-credit scene. There's only one mid-credit scene. I thought that there were 2, but there's actually only 1. Stick around for that because that scene alone makes this movie completely worth it. I promise you, when you go see this movie, if you stick around for that end credit scene, and it happens, well, it's actually a mid-credit scene. If you stick around for that mid-credit scene, it will all be worth it. Let me tell you something. When I saw it, I screamed, I yelled, I threw my hands in the air, I nerdgasmed all over that friggin' theater. It is so worth it. So worth it. To sit through 2 hours of that movie to get to that particular scene. And it sets up the multiverse in a beautiful kind of a way. And finally, we're getting some forward momentum on this multiverse thing that they've been working on, since Phase 4. Anyway, that's it, you guys. I will give this movie 3 butter pumps. Stay tuned for the full breakdown, the full review that's coming very, very soon. Thank you so much, Butter Babies, for watching. Thank you so much for commenting. And thank you so much for subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.